Hello, it's day 38, and in our Old Testament passage we are finishing Job. Yay! And I can't be the only one that is really happy when those friends get their telling off from God. And God actually says, I'm angry with you and your two friends, and I'm like, yay! And not, but the thing is that not only is God angry with them, but he gives them a way back in. You know, he doesn't leave it as being angry with them. He says, okay, this is what you need to do about it. And one of the challenges in that is that he says, my servant Job, and just interestingly, he says my servant Job quite a few times. It's such a tender thing. It's almost like God is aligning himself with Job all this time where they've been saying to him, you know, you must have basically done something to upset God. He comes back at them and it's like, no, he's my servant. I'm in it with him. We're team. And he says, my servant Job is going to pray for you, and you'll know repentance and you'll come back in. And it's very much a picture to us as God's people that even when people wrong us and offend us, God calls us to partner with him, to be his servants, in praying for them, in standing up for them before God, of pleading their case and of asking God to intervene. And that's exactly what he asks of Job to do on their behalf. And we get to the end, and everything is restored, and you know, Job is more blessed in the final years of his life than he's been at any other stage. But really, the crux of it, that is the epilogue. That's the bit that's tagged on the end. The kind of climax of the whole book rests on that final verse before the epilogue, 42 verse 6, that is about Job recognizing God in a whole new way, of understanding him and loving him and worshipping him in a whole new way. Before we get to that point, we've got God continuing to say to Job, basically, he takes now, having gone from the big picture of creation, he focuses in on these two creatures, and there's been lots of speculation about what those creatures may or may not be, one on the land, one in the sea. Doesn't really matter, except that they are big and powerful, and they are far outside like the reach of humans, and yet God knows them intimately. And all of that brings Job to this place of saying, you are the God who knows. You're the God who sees. And his response to that is worship. So he said, you know, my ears had heard of you. So I knew a theory about you. I had some understanding about you. But now my eyes have seen you. Now there's been this greater revelation. It's gone from theory to a real knowing. This wrestling that Job has gone through has brought him to a place of worship. And so no wonder then that the rest is just an epilogue. The rest is just the bit you tag on at the end. Almost what happened to him in that life, the restoration of stuff and family even, was secondary compared to what the struggle had brought him, which was that greater intimacy with Jesus. And I pray that for you and for me today, whatever we are going through, whatever our struggle, that within that place of struggle, even where the struggle might not be resolved, that we would know that place of saying, I know you, my eyes have seen you, I understand something of who you are and how you love. Have a good day. See you tomorrow for the start of a new book, Exodus. See you then. Bye.